Clerkenwell in London has long been a hotbed for political revolutionaries, and as is often the case, much of that focused on the local pubs. In the Crown Tavern is the Conspirators' Clock, which claims to come from Rye House, where in 1683 a plot was hatched to assassinate King Charles II and his brother, the Duke of York, on their way back from Newmarket races. The races were cancelled due to a fire, so the plot never made it past the finish line, and the country wasn't saddled with finding a new king. It's important to have stable government, isn't it? Wind forward to 1795, and to the backdrop of food shortages and the French Revolution, an angry mob surrounded King George III's carriage, even breaking one of the windows, and somebody seems to have thrown a cat. The residents of Clerkenwell gathered here at the Crown to denounce the daring outrage lately committed against His Majesty's person. Given Clerkenwell's reputation for seditious behaviour, that statement has a whiff of, "It wasn't us, honest." In 1839, some heated parish politics and a much contested election for the curacy of St James's Church here in Clerkenwell, with rival factions supporting either Reverend Mr Faulkner or Reverend Dr Dillon, and a fierce campaign of strongly worded pamphlets. The supporters of Dr Dillon were using the Three Kings as their HQ, having been booted out of the Crown by their opponents. Also in 1839, a meeting was held at the Seckford Arms, campaigning for the release of William Lovett, a member of the Chartists who had been imprisoned for his role in the Bullring riots in Birmingham, where, again, it seems somebody threw a cat. A few years later, the Chartists demonstrated on Clerkenwell Green, in front of the Crown, campaigning for political reform, including universal suffrage, well, universal male suffrage at least. That building in the background is the old Sessions House, which still stands today. You can see the Crown in the background of this engraving of 1872, wherein Archbishop Manning is administering a pledge of temperance to a gathering on Clerkenwell Green. He did that standing, appropriately enough, on the wagon, but in front of a pub with a giant advert for beer behind him. Tough gig. Back to that clock in the Crown, and it is claimed beneath it in 1905 was the spot where Lenin first met Stalin. Not sure if that's true, but on possibly more reliable ground is a building just a few doors down on Clerkenwell Green, where Lenin apparently worked for a short time in the early 1900s. It's now known as the Marx Memorial Library. No, not that Marx. No, not that one either. Oh, forget it.